something about many people wondering or worried about a degree, and that's trending. But what is not trending is what this administration is doing by taking degrees from so many of us.
I mean, like, what are you talking to a bitch for that lied to an entire community about her credentials?
Facts.
Why would that bitch have any relevance in a man who is as successful, who is influential
he can do
as our brother Tyler Perry? That's what I would ask him if I ever had a chance.
You can follow me or not, or you can join our doc squad. Everyone is welcome.
Okay, the haters and all.
The wolves in sheep clothing is welcome, everybody. Okay, look at Jesus had 12 disciples, 2 that deceived him.
Cheyenne Bryant trying to push this holy message. But nah, I was shocked to see Tyler Perry supporting Cheyenne Bryant, but we gonna give him some grace because he probably don't know. He a billionaire, got too many things going on. He may believe somebody is just trying to unjustly attack this black woman that's a doctor. Tyler Perry put on and have created too many black women that are millionaires, so he just probably batting 1,000, hoping his support is landing in the right space. Corey Holcomb has something to say about this. And he's been one of the first people to be vocal about Cheyenne Bryant not being a real doctor. Nobody believed him until everything else came out. But let's get into the video.
Like this. If I act like I was a fake doctor, do you know that I would be in jail?
That's a fact.
I would be in jail.
That's right.
They'll come grab me.
That's malpractice.
But when they ain't tripping off you, they actually promote it like a BET, not the television station. I'm talking about the bet station. You know what I'm saying? They use our undesirables to promote.
Fact.
That's why Mr. Steven is still on ES Not Your Friend. He is one of our undesirables, and they use him because this is what they want to put forth to represent us. So a fake doctor is still being used by these urban whatever those to come our way. The only motherfucker who came forward, and I really have issues with some of his practices, but he was like the Reverend Jamal Bryant.
Jamal Bryant, okay.
He came forth and said, I made a mistake and had her on here with all this misinformation.
Woo.
When are the other people gonna do that?
Now, when you're in this space of content and you sit down there and interview people, you don't necessarily always got to come address and apologize to somebody that you brought on your platform. But when that person is a doctor and you're presenting them as a doctor of psychology, and this person is booking sessions using you as a reference, and we find out that's not a real doctor, everybody that platformed her need to come out and condemn her goddamn behavior. If you don't, then it lets you know what type of platform and what type of person and brand that you supporting.
When are the other people gonna do that? I will be bold enough to say this to the Breakfast Club. You had that woman on there with misinformation multiple times.
Multiple times.
And that woman defamed me on your show.
It was an
I think you guys should at least admit you didn't do the research and you had her in front of the community representing herself, allowing her to represent herself as a doctor recklessly. Recklessly.
Giving her a platform.
Come on, man. It's time for all y'all people who ESPN. I love it. Jay Stay Fresh. ESPN. Exactly. I love it. But all you platforms that had that lady on there running her mouth, do you feel any shame for who you had on there, dogging out all kinds of men who found ways to come up out of the underground? And she dogged them. She dogged out Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, and the list goes on. And still hasn't shown any empathy for being a lying, raggedy ass club hoe, a makeup musician. I mean, a makeup magician.
There you go.
Because some of these girls without the makeup, dog, I dare them to step forward without makeup. Cheyenne Bryant, I dare you to step on camera with no makeup. I hate when girls be like, oh, well, all I have on is a little eyebrow. I be like, bitch, let the people see your in the morning Muppet face.
Hey, make sure you get your black on black love t-shirts. The website should be pinned in the comments. You might see view products on the screen, or you can go to 95way.com. You wear this as a message, but you live it as a mindset.
But there was something that happened this weekend because I caught a little tidbit on my way out the door, and it was just starting to unfold. But something occurred this weekend, and Tyler Perry was on there talking, so maybe they can, I don't know, help us. And apparently he was...
No ice, huh? Can I get a cup?
It seemed like he was speaking up for her, taking up for her, and then they have them later on. She's the only one who stood up and was clapping loudly in the middle audience. And then later on in that same event, same party, they show him, and she's talking to him for a long time. I hope they're not trying to do business, but I
hope they are.
They were hugging.
Something about many people wondering or worried about a degree, and that's trending. But what is not trending is what this administration is doing by taking degrees from so many of us. So as I think about this, I'm just like, we've got to do something and come together. And
what's interesting is how she knew to record this particular moment. They probably already talked, probably already gave her the heads up he was going to say something about her. And she just had to get that validation and show us that validation that a high value man, a man of stature and status is giving her support. But that doesn't erase the fact that you ain't no motherfucking doctor.
I mean, like, what are you talking to a bitch for that lied to an entire community about her credentials?
Facts.
Why would that bitch have any relevance in a man who is as successful, who is influential
He can do
as our brother Tyler Perry? That's what I would ask him if I ever had a chance. She's talking to that bitch for. That bitch fucking scammed the fucking nation.
Facts.
So I don't know what that was.
Not because I really want to know. I just want to see what he has to say.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. If somebody can help. I don't even know what the awards were. I was just walking out and I saw somebody covering that and I was like, whoa, what?
Save $4 by switching from my girlfriend to side insurance.
Stupid.
You know what? So
Because you
silly.
said the gecko, they dumb.
Oh, they're so silly.
And this would be another example of the black women that's in media platforming her, not giving her any type of pushback. At this point, she's just being used for clicks and views. Now she want to peddle this God message and being holier than thou, and you know what I'm saying? She want to peddle that message now.
You can follow me or not, or you can join our doc squad. Everyone is welcome.
Okay, haters and all.
The wolves in sheep clothing is welcome, everybody. Okay, look at Jesus had 12 disciples, 2 that deceived him. He let them stay, Peter and Judas. So she'll let them stay. You ain't got to hang people. They're hang themselves.
I just can't unhear all the messaging that she have for people. Like, she's speaking directly to herself, but projecting it on the world.
You know what happened to Judas. You know what happened to Judas. Jesus gave him the rope of grace, and Judas hung himself because of his shame. I ain't got to hang nobody. I just got to show up and be happy. You know what I've learned? If you want to make people mad, do 2 things. Be happy and then get happier. That's it. And the only person that ain't mad is you because you happy.
Well, they put it like that. What do you say to people who say that, like, a lot of people hate you because of how good you look? Do you think there's, like, actual truth to that?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Nah. We ain't doing that shit. This is what I talk about with the softball interviews and shit like that. because they want her presence. They want her audience. They want what she has. So they're going to be friends. They want to be friends with Cheyenne Bryant because she got the clout. People don't hate this woman because she's beautiful. They hate, I don't even necessarily think they hate this woman. They're trying to hold this woman accountable for all her goddamn lies. This shit has nothing to do with her looks.
You know,
people say that like she look good, that's why y'all don't like her ass. She light skin.
so do I think jealousy exists? Absolutely. Do I think people have some envious and some jealousy toward me? Of course. You know, that's been going on since high school, since I was a kid, with a lot of different women and people. But, you know, I don't want to negate pretty privilege. I don't want to act like that doesn't exist, because it does, right? You have white privilege, pretty privilege, black privilege. You got a lot of different privileges, right? And so, am I going to say that, you know, maybe at times my pretty privilege, you know, didn't work for me? I'm sure it did. Yeah. But do I lead with that? No. I'm educated.
Stop the cap.
You know, I'm a successful woman. I have businesses. I have investments. I'm a little girl from the inner city that just happened to do really well. And I always say I went from the hood to the hills, and I worked my butt off to do so.
I know I mess up my words, but I'll come back and correct myself, right? She said, I'm a successful woman. And I can't. This would be the crack calling the cocaine white. I ain't gonna do it. Make sure you get your black on black love t-shirts. It's something I stand for. 1000%. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bet on black, right, wrong, or indifferent. Let me know what y'all think.